Oh, I know this story. I actually was reading about it the other day again. And I spoke about it on Top 5 a long time ago. I can't remember the guy's name, but essentially this photo was taken right before he was murdered by his girlfriend. She took this picture and then I think she stabbed him and then killed him in the shower. I can't remember why. Well, do you need a reason? Never kill anyone. There needs to be no reason, okay? This is the last photo taken of Travis Alexander while he was taking a shower. It was taken by his girlfriend Jody shortly before she stabbed him 27 to 29 times. She also slit his throat nearly ear to ear and shot him in the head. Yeah, this is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Is he naked? What's that between his legs? Is that what I think it is? I don't like how long any of this is. I think every one of this person's limbs has been taken from a normal sized limb and stretched out. Their arms, their legs. It just looks like they're super tall and super malnourished.
Or there's a lot happening.
Rabbits?
No.
Are those?
Oh, what are they?
They're like insectoids,
yeah,
but humanoids.
They've got weird antennas. And then there's a big boy at the top. Do you see the big boy?
Oh, there is.
Yeah, he's like the queen bee. He's like, don't f with my flock.
Just gonna clap some heads if anybody touches the flock.
Yeah, like these are my children.
50-foot arms. Boom,
yeah,
boom.
It's gonna kill.
Absolutely crushing people. Like you're in a dark alley, you see this, it's over. They're gonna come like rushing down like flood water. Like they are going to consume you like that.
Yikes. This also looks like somewhat like an abandoned home. Even worse. Imagine coming downstairs and this shit's there. You're like, ah! This is Jeremy Bentham. He wanted to be taxidermied after death, but his head turned out looking terrifying, so they gave him a wax head and put his real head on the ground below him. That's his I thought it was a dog. Like, I thought that was a dog between his legs and it was his pet, and he wanted a statue of him and his pet. He wanted to be taxidermied? Out of all the ways to be dead, that's the last way. That's the last thing I'd want. Just like obliterate me and scatter my ashes somewhere. Or just like, I don't want any part of me remaining, let alone this. I see, okay, there's two women. They've got hats on their head. It's someone's birthday, presumably. Yeah, wait, let's zoom down a bit. Should I be seeing it right now?
Yeah.
I should be. Okay, I see someone's got a bottle on a book. It's nothing to do with that. Am I getting colder? Is it to do with their bodies? Is it to do with their hats? Is it to do with their books? Are they in prison?
It's around the books.
It's around the books. It's around the books. Is there a face somewhere? What? I don't see anything. Where? Show me, Chris. Is it right in the window? Oh, damn. Like, okay, well, I feel like this is an omen and those two women are probably gonna die. So they are probably dead by now. I like that my guess was, are they in prison? Because I saw the bars on the window. They could be. I mean, I don't know their life. Probably not. I would say they're probably not in prison. Oh, it looks like school, maybe. School, prison, same thing.
This is supposed to be a restaurant? You're just eating under this like Dante's Inferno devil nonsense? Do you think it smells in there? Do you think it smells like burning flesh? I bet you it does. I see way at the back there. Do you see that? There's a man with glowing eyes. There's a demon waiter and he's bringing you plates of human heads and flesh and phlegm. Oh, okay. Oh, when you go a little closer, it kind of looks like a minion on a human body. I don't like that. It looks like he's got like the minion glasses on. He's got a big bald yellow head.
Ooh. 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 Weird teeth. They make me uncomfortable because they seem so thin that they would just snap. Right? I don't like the idea of teeth snapping.
No, but there's so many of them that maybe just like, if some of them snap, it doesn't really matter. Like it's like kind of like a numbers game for this creature.
I just feel like if that tried to bite on my arm, all those teeth would just bend backwards.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not doing anything to me. You would just be like a gumless or a gummy mouth, just like
Just a gummy mouth going
like that scene in Drag Me to Hell with the old gypsy woman in the car, and she just like sucks on the woman's chin with her gumless mouth. Oh, not gumless mouth, gummy mouth.
Gummy mouth.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make predictions as to what this might be. I have a feeling, judging by the look on that woman's face and him, that he's a killer and he just killed this woman. That's what it looks like to me, because she doesn't look very much alive at all. The lights are on, but no one's home. You know? This woman in the photo is dead. This was taken 2 days after her death. Yeah, I knew it. I can tell she's dead. Like, there's nothing going on there. Like, she's 100% dead. That's so sad and terrifying. And he's just posing with her. That means, like, and this is an old picture, he went somewhere for a person to take this picture. Okay. Pictures you have to look at twice. Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it. That took me a second. I see Slender Man in the right-hand side. Slender's there, and if you see Slender, you will die. Also, he seems very close. I'm surprised it's not glitching out. How did you take such a clear picture when Slender is right there? Also, it looks like his face is bandaged. It's because it's fake.
Oh, what's going on here? No, what is going on here? I don't even know. Is it surgery? Is it reconstructive? Or are they doing like an ice pick lobotomy and they're missing the eye socket? The man in the chair does not look happy to be there. Does not look like he's enjoying this surgery. Doesn't look like he chose to get this surgery. He probably was selected from a group of folks that really didn't want surgery, and he was the unlucky contestant.
Carl Tanzler removed Elena Milagro's body from her tomb, covered her rotting skin with silk and plaster, held her bones together with wires and coat hangers, replaced her eyes with glass, and slept with her corpse for 7 years.
So he made a big stuffed animal body pillow mannequin for himself. Just out of a corpse.
That's very disturbing. Especially because, like, he looks like a scientist.
Yeah.
Like, why? I just want to know why. Was he lonely? There are many people on this planet. You don't need to go for the dead ones.
It's like the Frankenstein kind of deal, you know? You think you can, so you do. You wanna...
But you shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. I see this, like, trend on TikTok all the time, but I know it's an old trend. But, like, there's easy ways to do this now. I have figured it out. Well, no, I personally haven't figured it out. But there's, like, filters on TikTok where you can, like, turn so it looks like you're facing another way. Also, there's ways to do this, I'm sure. You just take 2 pictures and then Photoshop some or this is real and she's a demon.
Colonel Sanders? Is that the KFC guy behind her? I was thinking about getting KFC for lunch today, but there was a new banh mi shop. I'm not gonna talk about my lunch. What's going on here? Like, is somebody being interviewed? Is this a portrait of this woman? Whoever's taking this picture does not know how to set their exposure correctly. Their aperture way too wide open, way too bright. This is insane. Is that a ghost behind her? I see the arrow pointing to it. Like, I definitely see a man, but is he something special, or is he just a man that is walking by as this lady's getting her photo taken?
Ooh.
That's such a nice painting. I'd put that up in my house.
Everyone's dead, but they're all dressed to the nines. But they're all dead. Yeah, 9.
I had to make sure. I was like, how many fingers do I have again?
They have no eyes. This one, the one on the second from the left, fucks me up the most because the mouth is like lines.
Yeah.
And that freaks me the out. It's like they're all watching a show and then...
Yeah, that's what I'm getting some theater vibes.
Yeah, theater vibes, and then they all died.
They've all went out for a show. It was a haunted show, or potentially the building burnt down and turned their skin to bubbling wax, and then they came back as ghosts when they rebuilt the theater on top of the old one.
Truth. Also, this guy at the front, in the third in from the left, he looks like Leatherface. He's
got Leatherface's head face.
Yes,
Head
exactly.
Face. Head shape.
Head face
Head
shape.
face shape.
Face shape.
Shape face.
We know what we're talking about. Oh, Okay, hold on. This looks like someone who's suffering from severe anorexia and malnutrition? Malnourishment?
Yeah.
Malnourishment. I feel like the backstory is going to be something along the lines of an exorcism. That's always the case with pictures like this. Or it's someone that's being held captive. It's going to be one or the other. Someone's being held captive and they're just wasting away, or it's going to be they were involved in an exorcism. Blanche Monnier was planning to marry a man her mother didn't like. Mother was holding her hostage. She was bound and starved in the attic. Yeah, someone holding her hostage. That's horrible. These are really sad. This is really depressing. Oh, I see it. I saw it instantly. It kind of looks like Michael Myers, but not. Or it could, no, I think it's Michael Myers' face it kind of looks like, or the mask. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But it looks like someone's decapitated head has just been put behind this pillow to hide it because someone just committed a crime. Or it's Michael Myers just creeping and being like, I'm gonna get you, just like that. And then you sit down, knife through the chest.
Oh boy. That's not good. Oh wow, this is like a Facebook photo circa 2008, you know, with the crappy Coolpix digital camera, but we've caught something special. Not Becky doing 8 shots, but a ghost! Oh no. Maybe it's not a ghost. Maybe it's just like a creepy guy who ran by just as the shot was going off and somehow managed to get in and out fast enough that he looks transparent. They're taking a long exposure? I don't know.
This is
Trevor Henderson, right?
Yeah, Trevor Henderson.
Yeah.
I love this picture. I do feel uncomfortable, but I like it a lot.
I feel like I know the name of this one. I can't recall it.
I've included it on a top 5 list once. But I think there's more than one head. I can't remember, or maybe it's just the one head on this very strange body that's just legs.
Yep.
Very creepy. Imagine driving at night and that's just in the middle of the road.
I don't want to imagine that.
I would just turn off my car engine, take off my seatbelt, open my door. I'd get out. I'd go to the front of my car and I'd say, "Kill me now, impale me with your claws."
You've got this all planned out, like down to the last words you'll say.
Exactly. That's exactly what I would say to him. Impale me with your claws, beast.
Impale me with your claws, comma, beast.
Exactly.
Lucy McPhee, 2021.
Put that on my gravestone. Oh god, I feel like this is another hostage situation. Yeah, this woman's ankles are bound. She's got something in her mouth and her hands are bound. Ugh, this is sad. It's just a lot of like women getting killed or held hostage. I can't predict the specifics. I just know this woman is being held hostage. Serial killer Harvey Glattman would pose as a photographer to lure people into his home, then murder them while photographing the entire thing. This photo shows his first victim, Judith Dull. This scares me, is that anyone could lure you into anything, especially these days. Like, the things we find online, or like even meeting people on dating apps or social media, like, you can be lured into anything. That's why I just don't trust anyone. I only go out in group settings or in a public place. Okay, is there someone in the car? Oh, I think I see something in the back seat. Oh, in the front seat, I see it. There's a face. Yeah, there's like a ghostly looking, demon-esque, dead body looking woman. Like a mixture of the girl from The Ring versus that weird demon creature guy from Sinister. And if this is a real person just sat in the car, like that sucks. Like I've just insulted you quite a bit. But it looks like someone is dead in that car, or at least has been dead for many, many, many years.
I was home alone last night when my parents were out of town. It snowed off and on for most of the day and night. I woke up the next morning, and as I was going to the kitchen to get breakfast, I noticed I wasn't the only one here last night. Oh. Yeah, can you imagine that? Like waking up in the morning and seeing that there had been somebody there, you know, in the snow, just peering into your window? That's wild. That's like I think one of my worst nightmares. I remember back in the day when marble hornets was first a thing, and there was the one of the very earliest entries where you just get like a vision of Slenderman, or I guess the operator, walking by somebody's window and staring in at them, and then them like freaking out with the camera, putting it away. That was burned into my brain. Oh, that's kind of sick. That, you know, that's like out of Legend of Zelda. That's like out of Ocarina of Time, when you're in the great tree, and you gotta fire your arrows at them so they turn around. Or I guess you don't have arrows at that point. You gotta use something, your slingshot, to make them turn around, and then you can hit them in the soft belly.
Excellent. Nice reference.
See, now you know how to beat this spider. So if you ever run into something like that, you could do that.
I'm confused as to what exactly is happening, because it looks like there's a skull on top of a spider / crab. Like, I can't tell if that's a spider. Is that a spider or a crab? That's a spider.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 8 legs.
Okay, so it's a spider. It's a spider, but how did the skull get on top of the spider? Or is that a sack? Is that an egg sack?
Egg sack shaped like a skull?
Yeah.
Full of all the babies that'll kill you.
Yeah,
and
is it
reduce you to a
weird?
skull?
Huh? Oh boy. Okay. So this. Okay, I'm gonna take a guess. I don't know what's happening at the bottom, but this looks like someone's climbing to either escape from someone, because I see police down there, and then they got electrocuted on the wires. They for sure got electrocuted because they were climbing up to escape from the popo. Let's go with that. They're fleeing the police. The aftermath of a car accident in 1945, driver wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Oh my god. That's the aftermath of a car crash, and he flew into the pole, and he landed up there. How the heck? This is exactly why you need to wear a seatbelt, everyone. I can't believe the height he got. That's incredible. I mean, it's not incredible. That's really sad and unfortunate. Always wear your seatbelt, but I for sure thought like he had climbed up there and he was getting electrocuted. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a lot happening. At first I thought that the white thing on the floor was like a body that's all contorted. Oh, maybe it is. No, there's a person behind the wall looking like creepy as But then what's that on the floor? That looks to me, oh wait, is it on a table? It looks to me, it's probably just like a pile of things, but to me it looks like the black is someone's hair, and then it's like a contorted body on the table, like the girl from The Ring, or The Grudge, something like that, and then there's like a boy standing behind the wall being like, what the
what is that big one? What is, no, see, the rest of the spiders I can understand. Like, that's just like, you know, you haven't kept your house very clean, I guess. But that gigantic right there, unbelievable. I'd fight it with my fists. It reminds me of, oh, what's that level in Bloodborne? Right before you fight the guy with the cage on his head. When you walk in and there's all those giant spiders, and there's the even gianter spider. It's just like, it's too much. It's too much to have a spider that big. I'm sorry. You know, I think honestly the smaller spiders are scarier. If I saw a spider the size of like a puppy coming at me, I'd have no qualms just stomping on it, you know?
Oh, this is like, are these one of those sleep paralysis pictures where it's like...
It looks like a demon.
The demon on your chest. That's what's happening when you wake up and you're like, why can't I move? It's because there's a demon on your chest, whether you see it or not.
Hold you down.
It's like, sit.
Stealing your life energy.
Exactly.
Beating you.
This is exactly what's happening. This has happened to me many times. Not that I've seen the demon, but I've woken up so many times. The worst experience was when I woke up and I was lying on my stomach, so my face was in the pillow. And I woke up and I couldn't move a thing. And you start to, because you're still like, you're awake and aware of your surroundings, but you're still dreaming. I thought someone was breaking into my apartment. So I was trying to scream and I was trying to move, but I couldn't move. So then I was just like, trying to make breathing noises to get the other person's attention, being like, and then I couldn't, and then eventually I fell back asleep because I didn't care. I was like, just kill me.
Wow.
It's intense. I don't like that feeling. I hate that feeling of not being able to move. I don't quite like this because I feel like it's going to be something very disgusting. I feel like it's going to be something to do with the innards of a body but I don't like how one side is quite contained and the other is a mess. They look like worms. They look like worms all together, but inside of a material thing. But it also kind of reminds me, like, it makes me think of something's in a body, you know? This is actually the full size of a parasitic worm removed from an elderly woman's intestines. Oh, that's the full size of a parasitic worm. Oh, go back. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was inside of a woman. Oh, I see it in the bush. So there's 3 people, they're all dressed up, it's Halloween probably. But in the bushes, top right, I see an eye. There's someone behind the bush. It looks like that doesn't look real. It looks like they were photoshopped in, or there's just like a ghost watching them. But these guys seem really boring and not interesting enough to be haunted. Only interesting people are haunted or possessed.
Oh, this is after the nuclear bomb touchdown, right? This is the okay. Yeah, this is when they left their shadow behind. They were just absolutely vaporized. I can't remember if this is real or false. I've learned about this before, and it's like there's a chance that this is like not actually like somebody's like vaporized body, because apparently like the heat doesn't actually go that high enough, like a certain distance from the blast. But either way, like just the fact this exists is like it's horrifying, it's terrifying, it's awful. The fact that even happened. Is there? Okay, so the thing that's bothering me the most here is that right up close to the lens, out of focus, you've got another limb. Do you think that's a second one of these things? Because it doesn't look like a tree trunk. It doesn't look like a branch.
What I was going with here was that it was the outline like a car, and that someone was in a car, and they were taking a picture of this weird thing in the trees, and they were like a quick drive-by. They were like, quick, get your phone out, snap, 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 move on.
No, that makes sense.
And what's the light on the left-hand side?
Maybe the window is shut in the car and it's reflecting some sort of gas light.
I actually know what this is. I think it's one of the worst drawings I've ever seen in my life. I already know who this is. I think. Yeah, gotta be. Okay, this is the guy that inspired Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Gotta be. It's Ed Gein, right? Oh, what? Okay, this is Edward Paisnell. He would wear this mask and then break into people's homes and torture his victims. Oh my god. Okay, can we go back to the picture? Because this looks like the mask from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This looks like a human face cut off. I really thought it was Ed Gein, because he used to do that. He would dig up bodies from the local cemetery and then use the skin to make things like bowls and furniture and stuff like that, and masks, and that's what inspired Psycho and Texas Chainsaw. This though, that's terrifying. I just don't like, stop hurting people. Okay, Pikachu. Diglett used Scratch. Huh? Is this a Pokemon reference and I just don't understand?
It's the premise of this joke is that Diglett is just that little nubbin, right? You never see what's below the earth. He always just pops up from the earth.
Oh, and that's below.
Because he can use Scratch. Like, how does he use Scratch? Like, he doesn't have any limbs. Or does he? And now he looks like an eldritch monstrosity, and Pikachu will never be the same.
Well, I think Pikachu's a bit of a bitch, to be honest.
You're telling me that you think you're fighting a little nubbin in the ground, although this is a terrible type matchup for Pikachu, you know, like ground type and rock type attacks will just absolutely smush him. But you're telling me that you thought you were fighting a little ground nub. Turns out it's a giant clawed winged abomination from hell. You wouldn't be upset?
Me personally?
Yeah, you personally.
No.
If you were a Pikachu in this situation.
Oh, well, I'd never be a Pikachu because I'm not a bitch. I know what this is. I've referenced this in a previous video. This is the Jonestown Massacre. Essentially, it was a cult of sorts, led by... what was his name? Something Jones. Jim Jones was the cult leader who convinced this huge following to take their own lives. But the thing here is that they didn't all know they were going to die. That's the whole point, right? He didn't convince them all. I thought that wasn't made clear. I thought it was made clear to people close to him, but not everyone knew. And then he made them all drink what I thought was Kool-Aid, but Abby in a previous video told me it wasn't specifically Kool-Aid, it was something else. But he made them all drink it, and then they all died. And this is the picture of the bodies. What the f***? It looks like a human has bonded with a tree.
Yep.
And there's a branch growing out of its armhole.
Mm-hmm.
Its leg is a pipe. Do you see that, or am I blind?
Like at the bottom?
Yeah, the white thing sticking out.
I don't know if it's a pipe or like a soccer ball or it's something.
I think it would make more sense to be a pipe than a football.
Maybe it got stuck there for
True.
years.
Well, I just don't quite understand what's happening here. Do you think someone was burned alive and then someone just started, it just, you know, merged with the earth?
No, I think this is some sort of tree spirit.
It's a tree spirit?
Tree spirit that eats people and becomes their visage.
Interesting. Sure, let's go with your reasoning. I think it's the most logical.
I think the most fun about this clip is that we're gonna be sideways the whole
I
time.
know, we've just accepted. We haven't asked for it to be flipped, we're just accepting.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. I would probably punch in the face if I saw this.